Every year around this time, people start gearing up for Halloween. Costumes, candy, decorations, the works. And every year, I get that same sinking feeling. I just can't stand dealing with it all, especially when it comes to handing out candy to trick-or-treaters. I do not enjoy that. See, if I owned the house, I would not participate in this. I would set up all the cues, the safety guides, say to avoid, like the porch light being off, a lack of decorations, a closed gate, and I'd even put up a polite notice on the door that says, I don't participate in Halloween, for the ones who don't get the hint. Look, I get it. Halloween builds community. It gets people outside, like the college students I saw walking around the Boston Common last Saturday, which I guess was a de facto Halloween celebration day. I don't know. I didn't participate in anything like that when I was in college, nor did I go to any of the colleges around the Boston Common, but that's beside the point. I respect that, but not every form of community needs to involve me, and that's something I've learned to accept. But before we get into how I separate and just do my own thing, be sure to give this video a like. Comment what you think about all this, whether you partake in any Halloween celebrations or if you opt out like I do because, well, now that you're an adult, uh, what exactly is there to do for fun on Halloween? Make sure to also subscribe for cultural commentary and rants from a man caught between generations. And last but certainly not least, feel free to join me at the Zillennial Nexus Point Discord. Link will be in the description below. Anyway, here's the real problem. I don't like the constant interruption. The doorbell every few minutes, the noise, the pressure to have small talk with people I don't even know. And yeah, that's another thing. Giving out candy to strangers, like, no, I don't want to do that. I'm not spending money on that. My mom actually commented on Halloween candy prices when we went to Star Market earlier this week, or last week at this point. And she was like, Halloween candy is so expensive now. And you know what? I have to say, it's not worth it, even if it was cheap. Anyway, speaking of my parents, because I still live with them, it's not like I can just tell everyone to stop participating. It's their house too, and they plan to give out candy and chips to trick-or-treaters, as far as I can tell. But, like my mom's psychotic cleaning frenzies, instead of just sitting in my room, getting annoyed every time the bell rings, I do what I do best when it comes to finding peace. I leave! Or in this case, as I'll get to in a minute, I just won't come home from the instant gratification job till way later. So to be clear, this isn't me being anti-holiday, it's me being pro-sanity. See, like I said, if I owned the house, or if I had absolute authority, or as much authority as a renter has, I would put up clear signals to stay away. It's not hostile, it's just honest. I don't want to participate. People talk about community, and yeah, I can understand how Halloween can build community, but real community means respecting that not everyone wants to engage in every activity. Some people find a joy in handing out candy to trick-or-treaters, but I do not. In fact, I hate it, and I find peace in avoiding the chaos. And in my friend circle, I respect that not everyone wants to participate in everything that I might put together. Like right now, I'm waiting on my friends to decide if they want to come to adult night at the Museum of Science. I'm using my typical approach of I'm going to go do this thing I was going to do no matter what, but invite people to come along if they want to. And if they don't, oh, cool. I'm still going to go do my thing and have some fun. So, yeah, for those that can't or just don't want to, I respect their decision. For example, the one who came with me to the last adult night in July can't because he has to focus on college, and to that I say, I respect your decision. That's probably the smarter decision in the long run anyway, and I wish you the best in college. But getting back to Halloween, like I always say, if you don't like something, look at your options. Don't complain, don't sulk, just make a better situation for yourself. Last year, my solution was just get out of the house entirely, and to do that, I went to the Museum of Science for the day. This is when I had to pay full admission because I was not a member at the time. And then I went to dinner at the Guy Fieri restaurant, and then the main event was the Rocky Horror Picture Show with the full body cast at the Boston Common AMC. For those of you who don't know, it's a shadow cast. It means that they do like a performance of the movie or of different scenes under the screen while the movie is running. Look, it's just one of those things that is part of Rocky Horror Picture Show participation with the audience, as has been for the last 50 years. Like throwing toilet paper when Brad yells, "Great Scott!" It sounded fun in theory, but the show started way later than the tickets said. Like, I was standing in the theater lobby for about an hour after they scanned my ticket before they even let anyone into the auditorium. By the time the pre-show got going, I just didn't want to stay that late at night. I was like, I didn't sign up for this shit. And so I got up, I left because I learned from my experience with suffering through Joker 2 that just because I paid the ticket price doesn't mean I have to endure this. Plus, the the stated start time on the ticket was way past when trick-or-treating usually ends. So that kind of defeats the purpose now that I think about it. Like, I realized over the last year now that using the Rocky Horror Picture Show with the full body cast to escape dealing with trick-or-treaters was not the smartest idea in my opinion. But anyway, this year I was gonna do the Museum of Science's Music Under the Dome shows, but I realized I still plan to go into the city for a movie the next morning, so I need to figure something else out. For those of you who don't know, that's the music shows they do at the planetarium on Friday and Saturday nights. Right now, I have a moratorium on going to those until the sun sets way later. I'm talking like the sun is still out and I go in for the 7:30 show. That's not going to be for a long time, so that's off the table for now. Anyway, what is on the table, aside from just taking a train into downtown Boston to walk around for a bit of time away from where there's going to be trick-or-treating, because last year on Halloween, I walked from the Museum of Science to the Boston Common. At about the time that I was walking, there was some light trick-or-treating going on along the streets I walked down. If I don't want to do that, I have the option to go to the movie theater near the instant gratification job, the one I used to work at, and revisit The Long Walk, because based on looking at today's show times, it's possible it'll be playing on Halloween night. I'll have to wait and see. I'd be using a readmit pass I've been holding on to for my mom since a fire alarm went off last year. I think I've talked about it before. She, my uncle, and I went to see a movie. The fire alarm went off before it started. We still got to see our movie, but we still got our readmit passes. I've been holding on to my mom and uncle's readmit passes for almost a year now. I think this will be a good way to use the final stash of loyalty dollars that I have with them on food before deleting my account with them entirely. Anyway, going back to my thing, it's not running away, it's rerouting. I'm trading a night of forced festivity for a night that actually aligns with who I am. See, Halloween's supposed to be about letting loose, but for me, it's one of those holidays where the social expectations outweigh the personal joy. And that's the thing about adulthood. You start realizing that not every tradition is for you, and that's okay. You can still respect the spirit of something without forcing yourself to participate in it. My version of Halloween isn't candy and costumes, it's just getting away from the chaos and making the choice that fits me. Call me a Halloween Grinch if you want, I can take it. But if you ever find yourself dreading a holiday you're supposed to enjoy, remember, opting out isn't negative. It's just being honest about what adds value to your life. Just like my friend who went to adult night with me back in July isn't coming with me to adult night in November because he has to focus on college. And like I said, I respect his choice because not everything that builds community needs to involve you. And sometimes the best way to keep your peace is to quietly bow out, as I have learned from experience with my mom's cleaning frenzies. So I'm going to wrap it up here for the video. You let me know in the comments what you think about all this. Call me a Halloween Grinch. Say that you agree with my decision or respect my decision. Say that you disrespect my decision. I'd love to hear it all. Be sure to also give this video a like. Subscribe for cultural commentary and rants from a man caught between generations. And last but certainly not least, feel free to join me at the Zillennial Nexus Point Discord. Link will be in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.